You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Pause for a second and really think about that. How many times have you set a powerful goal to lose weight, start a business, read more books, wake up earlier, only to fall back into old patterns within weeks? You weren't lazy. You weren't incapable. You were running on a broken system. Today we're diving deep into Atomic Habits by James Clear, a #1 New York Times bestseller that has transformed millions of lives worldwide. By the end of this video, you won't just understand the book, you'll have a practical blueprint for building habits that compound into massive success over time. What makes this book different is simple. It's not about hype. It's not about motivation. It's about systems. And systems, when designed properly, make success almost automatic. Personally, I find this book refreshing because it rejects the overnight transformation fantasy. Instead, it teaches you how to build a life where growth is inevitable. Let's break it down. Lesson 1. Small habits make a big difference. Clear calls habits, the compound interest of self-improvement. If you improve by just 1% every day, those tiny improvements stack. After a year, you're not 365% better. You're nearly 37 times better. That's the magic of compounding. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The same principle works in reverse. Small negative habits, an extra hour of scrolling, skipping workouts, procrastinating just today, also compound. And the damage isn't visible immediately. It builds silently. Think about brushing your teeth. It takes 2 minutes. It feels insignificant. But skip it for a month, and the consequences become painfully obvious. Habits are like that. Tiny actions, massive long-term consequences. The key insight: success is rarely about dramatic change. It's about small daily improvements sustained over time. Lesson 2. Focus on systems, not goals. Goals are about results. Systems are about processes. Clear argues that winners and losers often share the same goals. Every athlete wants to win. Every entrepreneur wants success. Every student wants good grades. So what separates them? Their systems. Goals can actually be limiting. They create a temporary burst of motivation. They make you feel successful once achieved, which can lead to complacency. They focus on the finish line instead of the process. Systems, on the other hand, are sustainable. Instead of saying, "I want to write a book," you say, "I will write 1 page every day." Instead of, "I want to get fit," you say, "I will exercise for 20 minutes every morning." Goals set direction. Systems create progress. And progress is what changes your life. Lesson 3. Identity-based habits. This is one of the most powerful ideas in the book. Most people focus on outcomes. I want to lose 10 kilograms. I want to make $100,000. I want to read 50 books. Clear says that real change happens at the level of identity. Instead of focusing on what you want to achieve, focus on who you want to become. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to be. When you go for a run, you're casting a vote for being a healthy person. When you read, you're casting a vote for being a learner. When you save money, you're casting a vote for being financially disciplined. The shift is subtle but powerful. Don't say, "I'm trying to quit smoking." Say, "I'm not a smoker." Identity drives behavior. When habits become part of who you are, they stop feeling forced. Lesson 4. The 4 laws of behavior change. Clear introduces a practical framework for building good habits and breaking bad ones. 1. Make it obvious. Your environment should make good habits visible. Want to read more? Leave a book on your pillow. Want to practice guitar? Keep it in the middle of the room. Visibility drives action. 2. Make it attractive. We're wired to pursue pleasure. Pair a habit you need to do with one you want to do. For example, only listen to your favorite podcast while exercising. Now your brain associates the workout with enjoyment. 3. Make it easy. This might be the most underrated law. Reduce friction. If you want to start exercising, don't aim for 60 minutes immediately. Start with 5. The goal isn't intensity, it's consistency. Clear introduces the 2-minute rule. Scale any habit down to 2 minutes. Read 1 page. Do 1 push-up. Write 1 sentence. Small starts remove resistance. 4. Make it satisfying. Immediate rewards reinforce behavior. The problem is that good habits often have delayed rewards, while bad habits have immediate ones. Eating junk food feels good now. Saving money feels good later. So we must create instant satisfaction. Track progress. Celebrate small wins. Visually see improvement. When habits feel rewarding, they stick. Lesson 5. The Plateau of Latent Potential. One of the most encouraging ideas in the book. Progress is often invisible at first. Clear calls this the plateau of latent potential. Imagine heating an ice cube from 25 degrees Fahrenheit to 31 degrees Fahrenheit. Nothing happens. It still looks like ice. But at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, it melts. The work done before that wasn't wasted. It was building toward a critical threshold. Habits work the same way. You may not see results for weeks or months, but the effort is accumulating beneath the surface. Most people quit in the valley of disappointment because they expect immediate results. The breakthrough often comes right after the point most people give up. Lesson 6. Environment shapes behavior. We like to believe we rely on willpower, but Clear argues that environment is stronger than motivation. If junk food is on the table, you'll eat it. If your phone is beside you, you'll check it. Design your environment for success. Put healthy food at eye level. Charge your phone in another room at night. Keep your workspace clean and distraction-free. Make good habits easy. Make bad habits inconvenient. Success isn't about discipline. It's about design. Lesson 7. Habit stacking. One of the most practical tools in the book. The formula, after I, current habit, I will, new habit. For example, after I brush my teeth, I will meditate for 1 minute. After I pour my morning coffee, I will read 1 page. After I sit at my desk, I will write 1 paragraph. You're piggybacking on an existing neural pathway. Your brain already remembers the first habit. You're simply attaching a new one. It's simple, but incredibly powerful. Lesson 8. Immediate gratification and rewards. Our brains are wired for instant rewards. That's why scrolling social media is addictive. It delivers immediate dopamine. To build better habits, we must shorten the feedback loop. Want to save money? Track it visually? Want to stay consistent at the gym? Mark it on a calendar. Seeing progress creates satisfaction, and satisfaction reinforces repetition. Lesson 9. Breaking bad habits. To break a bad habit, invert the 4 laws. Make it invisible. Make it unattractive. Make it difficult. Make it unsatisfying. Want to reduce social media use? Remove apps from your home screen. Log out after each session. Turn off notifications. Increase friction. Even small barriers dramatically reduce unwanted behavior. Lesson 10. Consistency beats intensity. 1 intense workout won't change your body. 1 productive day won't change your career. But small actions repeated daily will. Clear emphasizes showing up even when you don't feel like it. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to avoid missing twice. Missing once is a mistake. Missing twice is the start of a new habit. Consistency builds identity. Identity builds success. Lesson 11. The Goldilocks Rule. We stay motivated when tasks are just slightly beyond our current ability. Too easy? We're bored. Too hard? We're discouraged. Growth lives in the sweet spot. Push yourself, but intelligently. Progressive overload works in fitness, learning, and business. Challenge creates engagement. Lesson 12. Tracking and accountability. Humans love visual proof of progress. Habit tracking works because it makes behavior obvious and satisfying. A simple calendar. A checklist. An app. The goal is simple. Don't break the chain. Accountability partners also increase commitment. When someone else knows your goal, your consistency improves dramatically. At its core, Atomic Habits teaches one powerful truth. You don't change your life in one dramatic leap. You change it in tiny, repeated steps. It's not about becoming obsessed with goals. It's about becoming obsessed with systems. It's not about what you achieve. It's about who you become. Small habits, repeated daily, compounded over years. That's how ordinary lives become extraordinary. Now I'm curious, which lesson hit you the hardest? Was it identity-based habits? The power of environment? Or the idea that progress is invisible before it's obvious? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know how you plan to apply these ideas in your life. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, stick around. At Bloomshelf Hub, we turn powerful books into practical blueprints for growth. Like, subscribe and hit the bell, because your next breakthrough might just start with one small habit today.